Kat Tries to Bake. Today we are going to be trying Disney's churro recipe. Now the reason why I have this is because I was just on Pinterest, like I always am, looking for recipes, and I saw that Glamour actually posted this article that says Disney shared its famous churros recipe and you probably have all the ingredients. So obviously that was appealing to me. And guess what? I did have all the ingredients. So we are gonna try to make them today. I've never made churros before. I'm excited to finally learn how to make churros and be able to eat them whenever because I love them. For this, we are going to be over the stove for basically all of it, and so we're gonna move from here over there. So our very first step is to combine water, butter, salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon in a pot. It says a 1.5 quart pot. I don't know how much this will hold. I'm assuming it'll work. And it says to do it over medium heat until it's boiling. So I'm going to do that right now. So we have our 1 cup of water. This is 8 teaspoons of butter, aka a stick. It's been out for a while because I wanted it at room temperature / soft, so that's going right in. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. It's like slightly more than a 1/4 teaspoon, but I want it that way. Tell me why. All right, medium heat, let's bring it to a boil. Now that it's at a rolling boil, it says step 2 is to reduce heat to low. So I will do that. And then step 3 says add flour and stir vigorously until mix forms a ball, then remove from heat and let it rest for 5 to 7 minutes. So this is a 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour. Just gonna put that in. And then I will stir, how you say, vigorously. Oh wow, okay. It's really starting to clump together, which is cool. Wow, that is really clumping together. It's basically like a paste now. Now I'm gonna let this rest for 5 to 7 minutes off heat. And while that's happening, I will wash some dishes. So I just let it rest for about 6 minutes because, like Alex just said, I love median numbers. So if it says rest for 5 to 7 minutes, I usually will pick 6. This is not what I need next.
Thanks for sharing.
Step 4 says add eggs 1 at a time and stir until combined, then set aside. There's a hair on my arm. So we have 1, and now I'm mixing it. That's hot. Egg number 2. I love when just 1 plops in. Last egg. Now I will stir until combined. This is really fast, actually. I could make these for a party. Oh!
Is this still on Heat?
No. I didn't get to show you our Ring Fit adventure game. Churro!
She's a churro. She called me Papa Chulo.
Wow, that went straight into the vegetable oil.
Very nice.
So now that it's fully combined with all 3 eggs, it says that, I'm gonna start over here. Now that the dough is combined with all 3 eggs, it says that the next step is to heat my vegetable oil in my skillet, but I'm looking ahead at the instructions and I'm going to get this into my piping bag first so that it's all ready to go once the oil starts bubbling. So it says to use, I'm forgetting what this is called. A piping bag! I literally just said it 3 minutes ago. Get this into my piping bag. It says to put all this into a piping bag with a large star tip. This is the largest I have. So I'm gonna do that right now. And then I'm gonna push this into my glass. And I'm just gonna scoop all of it into my piping bag. That's too much. It says to spoon the dough in. I feel like maybe I should be using a spatula, but this is fine. I'm doing what Disney says. It smells really good though. It just smells like cinnamony and nice. I'm so excited for once COVID is over and then I can have people over because I love to entertain. And then I can serve them little churros. Okay, this isn't fitting. I think maybe I'm gonna I'm gonna pull my piping bag up and then just like stuff it with more. This is really not too bad. So I pretty much scooped all of it in and now I'm going to heat my oil. So here I have a 1.5 cups of vegetable oil. It says to use either vegetable or canola. I'm gonna put it in my saucepan and then heat it at medium to high heat. I'm gonna turn my fan on for this because it's gonna get hot in here. So it says to heat the oil until it reaches at least 350 degrees. I double checked, we're just about at 350, so I'm gonna start piping and cutting my churros in. This is a lot of churro dough. Maybe I piped too much. Oh, that's frying. Wow, that's really frying. I think these are supposed to be, quote, churro bites, so I'm gonna do that. Small ones. This is too full. Please don't do what I'm doing.
Wait, do you have a place to put the churros when they're done? Because they fry pretty fast, right?
Oh, can you grab like a plate? Oh. Okay, so we had some technical difficulties because my fire alarm is really trippy and my dog keeps barking and there was smoke, but the windows are open. I'm shouting out because of my dog and the fan, and the doors are open, and hopefully things won't go off again. When all that happened though, we did put 2 churro bites in. They're a little burnt, but they're cute. I think this is a good size to have them for now. So I've taken some of the churro dough out. The oil's still hot. I'm gonna keep going. These are frying really fast, so you have to really keep an eye on them. You really need to work fast here. Definitely gonna have to put them on a paper towel lined plate later. But for now, we continue. Okay, so I just finished frying all of my churros. They are so cute and small, and as Shannon from Kim's Convenience would say, amazing. Right now I'm going to transfer these to a paper towel lined plate for them to cool off, and in the meantime I'm going to make my cinnamon sugar. Okay, so the very last step is to mix in our ½ cup of sugar plus a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're gonna put it into this medium bowl, which I already did. I'm gonna mix it around a little bit, and then all I have to do is toss the churro bites in and coat them, and then they're ready to go. I just want to say right now, before I even toss these in, that I thought frying the churro bites was so much fun. I did get a little concerned at some points. One of those points was when hot oil flew onto my face. But something that I realized towards the end was that the oil started to really bubble and foam up. I'm not sure if it's because I have a lot of cool air coming in, if it's because I didn't have enough oil left in the pan. I'm literally just making things up. So if you have tried this and your oil started foaming up and you know why, please tell me. Now I'm gonna take all of my little churro bites and I'm gonna just plop them in. Some more here, and I'm just gonna toss them. I'll just use my hand for this. Doesn't look like there's enough sugar. Maybe I made like too much churro. They're so crunchy and fried and they look so cute. Okay, so I just finished tossing them and they look so good. I can't wait to try it. It says that you can serve with your favorite dipping sauce. I might make some hot chocolate later and then dip it in. Normally Alex would try this with me and he was helping me film, but he's on a phone call, so I'm just gonna try it because they look so good I can't resist. Oh my gosh! Genuine first reaction, this is so good. It's so, whew, I'm so glad I did this. I'm gonna make these so often. It's so crunchy because it's nice and fried on the outside, but the inside is so soft and tender. One of my favorite parts of eating a normal sized churro is just that mixture of texture, like the hard on the outside, the soft on the inside. And I was really afraid that I wouldn't get them with these little churro bites because they're so small, but it's so good. I feel like I could, like if I had a bowl of these in front of me and I was watching TV, I'd just eat all of them in one sitting. Don't do that. But they're so good. I'm just gonna eat another one. Oh good. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm gonna melt some chocolate chips. I'm gonna melt some chocolate chips with coconut oil. I'm gonna dip it, and I bet it's gonna taste good too. That's not in the instructions, but I'm gonna do it because I'm so excited about it. So I'm really just eyeballing this because again, it's not in the instructions. I'm just gonna take like a handful of chocolate chips and then like a tablespoon of coconut oil or a teaspoon or something. I don't want to make too much right now because I'm just trying it. This much. I don't know if you can see it or if it's focused, but literally just like the tiniest bit of chocolate chips. Then I'm going to take some good old Kirkland coconut oil, just like this much. And I'm gonna throw that in the microwave for a few seconds at a time and mix it until it's nice and smooth. Be right back. Alright y'all, so I just finished making some homemade chocolate dip with some coconut oil and chocolate chips. Now, I'm gonna try dipping one of these mini churro bites into my chocolate dip. Heavenly. This is so good. I actually really like the coconut in it. This is so good. I'm going to interrupt Alex's phone call so that he can come out here and taste this because it's otherworldly. Okay, Alex doesn't want to leave his phone call for his beloved sister, so I guess we'll just wrap up the video here. This is such a good recipe. I am so excited to link it in the description and for you guys to try it because wow, I'm just gonna finish all of this tonight. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.